What's up, y'all? Jeffery TV. Coming to you live on Memorex on the road to Detroit. About 2 hours away from the hotel. Just had to make a quick pit stop here at a rest area, service plaza. Since I'm on the turnpike, I got a ticket. So, you know, if you get off, you got to hit a toll and all that fun stuff. And getting back on the road, felt good to do what I did in there. And also, I stopped for a pit stop, and I admit that I smoked them damn Black & Milds. I usually don't want to do it in the morning, but I succumbed. So now I'm getting back on the road to go see that band again tonight in Detroit. Kind of a bucket list thing for me. And I'm trying to, I had to, one of the reasons I stopped was to get this camera right. Not that I'm really worried about, you know, how the camera looked too much. It's more about the commentary. But, you know, I'm doing it all. So back on the free highway now. See what happens if I flip it for you. I'm trying to, you know, just take my time and enjoy the journey, and not so much have so much pressure on getting there. See what kind of shot I got looking at it. That's not too horrible. That's not too horrible of a shot. But anyway, first thing I want to start off with is how much I love that goddamn band. I love the music and I love the band. And I love the way we do it. And I'm front row. House of Blues. I love the House of Blues. Got that feeling, the House of Blues feeling, the wood, the way it's set up, how loud it is in there. The crowd was good. Pretty much a packed house. And the band, and I realized I hadn't seen the band in 8 months. I hadn't seen P-Funk play since June of last year. So it's been about 8 months. So I was ready. I was excited. I was ready. They opened with Knee Deep. Energy was there. It was killing it. And I guess the main takeaway from all of that is basically how much it means to me, or that music, that show, that particular one. Because I told multiple members, I don't go see it. I've realized and accepted that I just don't really want to see nobody else. So this is it. P-Funk is it for me. And they came out, good energy, which, you know, the band usually does on their first show after a break or the first show on tour. Scotty Clinton, I could hear her, actually hear her voice and vocal on her parts. Her little ad-lib sayings, little things she was throwing in there, you can hear her voice. And it just brings an extra energy to it. Because I guess, you know, they playing, that's over the Shake the Gate track, I guess. And when Raphael sang that part over the Shake the Gate track, the rap, you could hear him actually singing it. And it just gives an added energy to it. And the band was killing it. And on P-Funk, that little extra drum pad hit, it was real low, so you couldn't hear it, which was good, because, you know, to me it throws off the rhythm of what P-Funk, that song is supposed to be. Dun, 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 dun. It's supposed to be, you know, that little space and not no in there. And I was listening to Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry started it off. And I think when he started out was by himself, so it was just him playing the bass line. Then the drums came in. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening and I'm focused, you know, to where I'm usually at. And I'm hearing them play it. And I don't want to say he played it perfect, because I know there's no such thing as that. Oh, I don't have my mic on. I don't have my mic on. Do I need my mic on? Should I put the mic on? Should I start all over? But it's picking it up. Anyway, I got this on, but I don't have the thing mic on. So I'm hearing Mr. Curry play it, and in my mind it was perfect. It was like he didn't miss a note, because if he was to like hit it the wrong way, or if it was to come a different way than what I was expecting, I would know it. And it just to hear him, I was able to just close my eyes, relax, and just flow on that. And I'm like, how can he play it, quote unquote, perfect for 20 minutes? How can he stay on that for like 20 minutes and just hit it so solidly? And that it just takes you there. It just takes you there. Then Kevin Oliver came out and he did his solo over it. Just the tone was just there and the sound was there. And Mr. Boyer came out with that trombone, that Maceo that we used to hearing. Oh. And Mr. Bedrosian did his thing. And he played a song that I was not familiar with or didn't recognize, which is the usual. Because I was telling him before the show, he goes into the catalog. He goes into the real thing. We had a little discussion about funk, and, you know, a really short discussion about, you know, what is funk, when is funk, and, you know, he was telling me about Something Fierce, his band Something Fierce, as opposed to his band, what's the name of his band? Not the Solar System, but whatever the name of the band is. What's it called? I know what it is, because it's not Something Fierce, it's the other one, you know. He was telling me about all his projects. And they supposed to be doing something April 5th with Something Fierce. And he was explaining you know, how, you know, who's in that band and what to expect. And I was like, is there going to be any post-Mothership music? Then he started naming all these songs. I was like, okay. And I remember Quickie was one of them. I was like, okay. Now, of course, I know some of that is going to be, you know, advertisement, or what's it called when you know, you put on your best face to sell your product. And that's, you know, normal. But he was naming some good ones, because, you know, me and him talk, you know, he likes the older stuff. Him and Mr. Clinton be singing that stuff that I probably never even heard of before. And I guess during his Maggot Brain, he did one, and Mr. Payne came in and started singing it. You can see just a smile on Mr. Clinton's face, just so happy to sing that old stuff. You get to see how much, and just from seeing Mr. Clinton so happy and enthused, got me into it. And I was like, okay. Not even okay, but yeah. It was more like, yeah. But he said April 5th they're doing some kind of show, they headline some kind of show down there in Tallahassee. And then I said, oh, I might have to be there for that. Because I think he said Mr. Clinton gonna be there, you know, and the core of the band is core of P-Funk is gonna be there. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I Googled the flights to Tallahassee from California in April. They were like $500-600 round trip. I'm like, my God. But anyway, it was good to talk to him. Talk to Mr. Boyer before the show. You know, just to get, you know, a little, you know, just to have a little conversation about the general, not situation or idea, but just the generalities, just to touch base and see if he's doing all right, and about this and that, and talked about Maceo and touring and keeping busy and all that stuff. And then Sarah was there. Sarah, LA Mac from LA. He saw a post that I made on Facebook, because he was in Chicago on business. He didn't even know P-Funk was going to be in Chicago. He saw my post that I was there, and I guess he grabbed a ticket and showed up, and so he was up there. It was me and him front row in Chicago. He cut his dreads off or whatever. He looked all corporate or normal, whatever normal means, like a normal, without the funky dreads and stuff. Hung out with Duro Snaz Mitchell with his flip phone and handheld digital camera. Dude don't even got an air fryer. Old school. So me and them sitting there, and I had dinner reservation, so I went in and I got dinner. If you spend $25 on dinner, you get a front of the line pass. So I spent, and I was gonna eat. I was ready to spend some money. So I started off with appetizers. I was going, so I just got wings, then I got a gumbo, and those two came to over $25. But I still wanted to spend some money. I had no problem. I was ready to go in, but there was nothing there that really grabbed me. So I just made the $25. Just got barely over the $25 requirement to get the front of the line pass. Got the front of the line pass. Went out. Boom, 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 boom. Took a lot of pictures inside the House of Blues. Boom, 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 boom. Front of the line. Went to the front row. Got my spot. Just sitting there waiting. Opening band was very interesting. They may have been good. In fact, they were probably good. And I say probably good because, like I said, I'm only there for P-Funk. I mean, it's hard for me to even. So after, they were good. And the, DJ music before the show was pretty good. I had people, doing some stuff. So I was into it. I was feeling good. And then that moment where, the stage is cleared and the bands start coming out and you get ready for it. It's just, I just realized how much I love this stuff. Got tired though. They wore me out again. 2 hour show. I was like, okay. I would love to sit down right now. Maggot Brain was good. Mr. Hampton, nice and loud and clean. Solo knee deep. Mr. Hampton's guitar that's nice and loud up front. Mr. Thomas doing his solo, and then after, see, like every time he finishes solo, he walk away like he hurt himself. He walk away like he got to regroup because he hit that long note at the end. I was like, man, he be going in. Mr. Thomas goes in. Cowan had his solo. He started off on trumpet. I was like, oh, okay. Not like, oh, okay, like he can't do it. But like, oh. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. Like I said, Scotty Clinton, you can actually hear her voice. You hear her say a little ad-lib saying. She was saying some crazy stuff. She was just saying some crazy stuff. And I said before, that part is just, it just brings something to the show. It brings something. It's an added thing to me. Prelude, of course, doing what he do. He's just always so solid in there. Doing his ad-libs and his rap part. Tanisha. Couldn't hear her, but really ain't got to. Because I just like her dancing and her movement during these songs is the rhythm that I keep going back to. You see somebody on stage just moving at that little thing she does and all those moves, and Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne playing the drums, playing the cymbals and stuff, while Benzel's on the kit. And the things he says and does, and that voice, it's just all of it. All of it. I forget anything of Mr. Clinton, of course. Energy. Mr. Clinton is always, Mr. Clinton just comes in with the energy and just brings it and comes out. And 13 too. I keep forgetting. 13 is another one that I keep not forget about, but it's just part of the foundation that you really don't realize those things that they do, like the hey ho and those little how it's all choreographed, like in Flashlight when they go we funk, most of all we funk, then it changes over to the most of all we all that. Those little things that they say in there, how it fits, and it gives it to me layers, and it makes it more intricate, or just it's just good. It's just good. It's just good. Benzel again. I was telling Sarah, I think Benzel been on these drums 10, 15 years. It don't seem that long. He's been on there for a long time. And Sarah said he might be the longest tenured one. He might have been in there longer than anybody. Because back in the day, they would have 3 or 4 people playing drums. And he held it down the whole night by himself for all these years. Remember, they used to have 3, 4 people come in and play different times. Mr. Curry, of course. Did I forget anybody? I think I went across the stage. Raphael, like I said, he doing what he do. I saw always before the show. I'm gonna stop saying it too. I'm gonna stop asking him, is he gonna take his clothes off? I'm gonna stop asking him. He's like, no, not this time. I'm older now. It's different. He's like, he's like, I'm older. That was the old me and all this. Showing up. Here he go. Trying to just make sure I forget anybody, because I'm just so appreciative. I'm just so appreciative. Like I told Mr. Poirier, I feel, what musicians got to go through to give me something that's so rewarding, that I treasure so much. I just pay my money and come and I get it, and I don't, know what happens behind the curtain, what they got to go through to provide this to me. And I wish that I could contribute more to it, in a way, because I am selfish, and I am Jeffery TV, and it is all about me, and I'm no longer ashamed of that. I may even celebrate it, that it really is all about my project and what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. But it's not that I don't want to be benevolent or help out, if I can. And I probably could, whatever, especially when it comes to Mr. Payne. His projects and stuff, just about almost every other day or every few days, I think about what can we do? What can be done to get all that talent out there? Not out there, but to spread it or whatever, all that talent. You listen to the 420 record, and it's pretty good. It's good. Like I said, it has all the elements. I didn't even say anything about Mr. Scheider, Garrett Scheider, because I done seen him so much lately. I just seen him a couple weeks ago do his thing, and solid. Either I'm going soft, or these people are actually bringing it, quote unquote, the way it should be brung, and which doesn't mean anything other than to me. Again, it's subjective. It ends at the tip of my nose. It's just the way I think it should be. That's all it is. Purely subjective, purely subjective, nothing but with everything. This is all I'm talking about now. I ain't even talking about good or bad. I'm just talking about, in my opinion, and just to hear it and the way it's played. Oh my God! Oh my God! And it seems to be more up tempo. Because remember, for a while it was really slow and draggy. The tempo is definitely up. And maybe because, or whatever, because they start with Knee Deep first. They start with Knee Deep, and then Flashlight, I think, or One Nation, whatever. They start with like that up stuff, and it got a lot of energy too, and it's moving. Remember how slow Knee Deep used to be? Knee Deep is almost sounding like it's Knee Deep now. Knee Deep is almost sounding like it's actually Knee Deep because of the tempo and Atomic Dog. People come up on stage and they played a couple of Funkadelic. They played Super Stupid and something else. And then I think we actually got, I wouldn't quite call it encore, but Mr. Clinton left, and I think people started taking their stuff all and shows over, and then Mr. Hampton started playing Red Hot Mama, the licks of Red Hot Mama. And the band was like, they was like looking around at each other. I was like, do it! And of course I started, I had to start that. And they went in and played Red Hot Mama. Mr. Hampton tore it up. I love it. I loved it. Now with Chicago. Now I think Chicago too seemed like a nice city from what I saw on the train ride in. I got an Uber in the morning to get back to the hotel. Well, it's a half hour, 20 minutes basically to get from the hotel to the airport. It cost me $40. Where the train cost me $5. It took an hour, but it was cold. I didn't even wanna. Then I got to the airport early enough to get steps in. Terminal got, close to 6,000 to 7,000 steps in the terminal. Before I even went to the gate, I just walked back and forth. Terminal 3, huge, long Terminal 3 at O'Hare. So I was able to walk from one end to the other 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It's good. It's good. It's just good. It's just, I mean, what else can I say? I mean, it's just good. Take it all in and standing there and the crowd and my LA Maggot shirt and I guess just my self-appointed ownership of the music. Mine. Not mine, like I own it, can't nobody have it, but like this is more like it's a part of me. This is what I do. This is the thing. It's like this is the thing. And this is my time. When they play this music, this is my time. Not to exclude anybody else, not to keep it from anybody else, not to say, oh, this is all mine, it empowers me. It's almost like an empowerment. So now I'm driving 3 hours. Got a good night's sleep last night. Went to saw granddaughter do her dance class. Was not impressed. I think she needed to pay. I know she's only 3. She's the youngest one in there. But I've seen her do stuff. And I think she could do better. So we came home, we practiced a little bit. Her mother helped. We got her help practice. I was like, watch the teacher. You gotta do what the teacher do. You just can't do what you want to do. Do what the teacher do. And you can see how her attention span is like a microsecond. You can see how her attention span. And then it's funny, her attention span is like a microsecond. And then it'll go away, then it'll come back. You try to say, watch the teacher, do this, and then all of a sudden she's gone. You can tell she just looked somewhere else doing something else. And all of a sudden it'll come back and say, oh, I'm ready. And so you gotta because I was like doing it on my phone, showing it on the TV. Because we was trying to get her. I said, you got to do what the teacher doing. Watch the teacher. When the teacher jumps up, you jump up. I don't think she gets the choreographed part. Everybody's supposed to do it together at the same time. She can do it with Danny Go and all that other stuff. She got the claps down. She know where the beat is at and the rhythm. And it's not about her doing the steps or, you know, actually doing the steps. To me, it's reacting to it, knowing that's when you're supposed to do it, you know. And she's only 3, and, you know, I may be kind of hard on her, whatever you want to put it, but that's just the way I go. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the band, and it's funny doing these videos when you're happy with the band is hard, because it's easier when you like, oh God. Back in the day when I would have something to bitch about or find something this or that way, I can go, oh, this bothered me. Oh, this was terrible. Oh. You know, that incites, motivates me. But now it's like, and I don't think it's quite, you know, whatever they do, I'm a like. I don't think I'm at that point where it's like, oh, you know, no matter what they do, you gonna like it. No, I'm definitely not at that. I know I'm definitely not at that. But it's just, I can't say. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. In fact, if it was perfect, it wouldn't be perfect. If it was perfect, I'd find something wrong with it. Perfect, it could be too choreographed. It should be a little this and that, and it was. To where it's just dun. You know, I get to that point every now and then where it's just dun, and people just pounding on. You look over and you see Mr. Petrosian just doing this. You see Mr. Curry just pull his bass up and just, you know, and it just go to that point where everything is just and of course you look over at Mr. Hampton and he like you know, he's zoned wherever he go to. And then again, like I said, to see Tanisha do her steps to the little, how she did that little leg move with the hips swing out or whatever, you know, on that, those rhythms, hitting those rhythms, her hitting those rhythms during that music. That's what Kendra used to do. All of it. Even the Shake the Gate part was, I can't say. Even the Shake the Gate part did have me, they was pounding on it and it was sounding good. It was pounded on it and it had something to it. It had a bite to it. It was like, you know, it had energy, and even the jump. You know, jump. The crowd really loved the jump. So that's it. Now we back. Now I'm just coming into Sandusky County. So Cedar Point is at. Doing 80 miles an hour on the Howell Turnpike. I gotta have the GPS turned off. I got the GPS turned off because the Bluetooth makes the mic act weird, and so I got all that turned off. So I don't really know where I'm at, but I just know I got like an hour on this road before I have to do anything. Waiting to get there. And it's supposed to be an after party tonight. Gabe Gonzalez is supposed to be having an after party tonight, so that's gonna be something. And you know, of course, all after parties, special guests, you never know who's gonna be there, blah 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 blah. You know, but on this one, I saw Mr. Curry reposted the after party thing. Man, he don't usually be going to these things. So I'm just saying. Now what it seems like it's leading to be is that if Mr. Curry, I'm just saying this is part of this. If Mr. Curry is like not promoting it but putting it out there, and it was like they didn't say that Mr. Clinton was going to be there, but they kind of hinted to it, you know, in that way that you make these advertising things and you kind of hint at things that it's possibly, and you know it's possible, but you're not sure, or, you know, whatever. All right, if it turned into something, they may want to have, it may be not a significant charge at the door. You know, they might want to, you know, you may want like $30, $35 to get in at the door, which I got no problem with. Because if they're going to have some people there that they got to pay, you know, you're going to have to, you know, come up off something. And they didn't say what the price of admission was. You know, not that I'm worried about it, but it's almost being promoted like it's a, not just an after party in somebody's bar, but like a bona fide show that kind of popped up to where they might be trying to promote, hey, it's gonna be a big name here, you want to pay, you want to be here, it's, you know, it may cost you $25, $30 to get in or whatever. I don't know, I'm just talking. Anyway, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy going to see the band. Then I get to see them again in Cleveland tomorrow, you know, the day after. So I'll get my hand as a seat. I have a seat tonight. I'm second row, but I have a seat. I'm like second row seat 5. So, you know, if something looks like that, I can like get out of the row. I'm not in the middle, so I don't got to like crawl over a bunch of people. I can get out, get to the aisle, and get to the front row. Even though if they like letting people, you know, stand there. Or I get to sit in my seat, the front row, way to the right in Cleveland. You know, there's always opportunities to get to the front. And I had my front yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I had my front row the day before yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before I had my front row. You know, the day before, standing right there at the stage. So it was good. It's good. It's just good. Anyway, my name is Jeffrey, and it's just good. Big my funk to P-Funk. That wants to get funked up. P-Funk was good. Then, like I said, Mr. Curry just staying in that pocket. And then and again, I say this again, I might not know when it's played right, but when it ain't played right, in my mind, something just goes off. Boop, 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 boop. It was something out of place, whatever. Everything was just, I don't want to say perfect, but I love it. I just love the music. Anyway, my name is Jeffery.